Welcome to Changing From Within. Again, I am nobody, but to somebody, I'm somebody. So, something just hit me. I was just thinking, like, I didn't even really realize this, but for the longest of time, it's like people will always try to put me in a box. Like, even since I was young. And a lot of times, it's really just how somebody's projecting certain things onto me. But it's like, so when somebody's trying to put me in a box or label me this, it's kind of really putting limitations onto who I am. And really, it's like I've now where I'm at now. It's like I understand I am who I am. You know, I like to be how I want to be. I don't need anybody else to tell me how to be. So it's like when I started getting true to who I am and just doing things how I do things or how it fits me. You know what I'm saying? To where it might not look, from the outside in, right? It's not gonna look. How do I say this? What's the word? It doesn't look like I guess the norm, pretty much. Shit, it don't look the norm. I know the way I do things is just like I find twists to it. Try to have fun with what I do. That's just what I do, you know. But I feel like at the same time, just because what I do doesn't correlate with what you're used to, doesn't fit, doesn't mean that it's a wrong way. And I think that's what people try to push on other people when they see somebody doing something that doesn't look the norm. They try to always diminish it right away. And I think too is like, but I'll say this: as you start truly getting closer to who you truly are, you start breaking out of your own box. Because I was in my own box for the longest of times. So even me being stuck pretty much in my own mind or my own limitations or my own fear, because a lot of really the world actually puts fear on everybody because it controls. You know, it's easier to control somebody when they're scared, and don't know. Instead of really moving in faith, moving with good intentions. You know what I'm saying? That things can work out, or things can be what it can be. You know, it's like what they say. If you never really take a chance or take a risk, you'll never really. You already lost, pretty much. You just already lost. So understanding that when you get closer to yourself, already trying to break out of your own box, right? Whatever box that is, whatever dynamic that is that fits you where you're at. So when you break outside of that, mind you, the people that were comfortable with you in that first box, when you get outside of that, they don't there it's gonna be tension. It's like some type of resistant band to where they're gonna try to pull you back into that box. But you got to remember that this is actually what is for you. You're supposed to break out of that box. Not everybody's supposed to break out of that box with you. That's why some people have to be left behind. And then when you get to that next box, because you'll jump out of one and right into another one. So then when you get out of that one, but you keep going, and you just keep going, and then you just keep breaking the illusion. And really, you're just breaking the illusions, and you're getting closer to your truth of who you are, and aligning with things that are supposed to be for you. And and sometimes it gets a little tougher because certain things get a little bit more deeper, the more that you actually seek the truth, and seeking understanding and growing. That's why in the spirit world, even in the physical shit, when you're working out or whatnot, it's growing pains, but it's like accepting it and forgiving. You got to be forgiving of whatever is whatever it may be. you got to. But for anybody that's been stuck, just keep going. Because consistency, it will fall. Like with consistency, you will break free from it. And always remaining positive, always thinking positive, speaking positive to yourself, even to other people. Just staying positive and trying to have a positive mindset. It's like you can actually start attracting positive things in your life too. But God bless.